G'day, my name is Trigger and welcome to Gunsmith. This is a series where I'll cover the stats and best loadouts for every weapon in Battlefield 2042. In our first episode, we'll be looking at one of the strongest weapons in the game right now, the AK-24. Let's start with the damage profile. Our base damage profile is 26 to 18, which translates to a 4 to 6 shot kill. However, if the enemy has an additional 20 health due to armor, the shots to kill increases to 5 to 7. As for headshots, our damage profile is 52 to 36, which means 2-shot kills are possible with this weapon if both shots hit the head. This stat alone makes the AK-24 a very powerful weapon choice. Therefore, you want to be aiming for the head or mixing a headshot into your spray if possible. As for bullet velocity, our base bullet velocity is 640 meters per second. This is a decent value and means that tracking with the AK-24 is relatively easy, as little to no leading is required at the weapon's effective range. Moving on to ranges, a 4-shot kill potential extends out to about 17 meters, which is a very short value for an assault rifle. Between 10 and 50 meters we observe damage fall off, with the damage dropping from 26 at 10 meters to 18 at 50 meters. After 40 meters, the AK-24 always deals to 18 damage, so a 6-shot kill is possible at any range. With this in mind, the AK-24's most effective range is 25 to 75 meters. If you get closer than this, you'll often find yourself losing gunfights to SMGs or faster rate of fire assault rifles, like the M5A3. So always try to keep your engagement distance in mind when using this weapon. Speaking of rate of fire, we have a base rate of fire of 650 rounds per minute, which is a moderate value for the assault rifle category. This means our time to kill potential is 369 milliseconds, assuming we're hitting all 4 shots under 17 meters. What's more is that if you're hitting 2 headshots, your time to kill drops to a mere 185 milliseconds. However, if you're more than 40 meters away, you're looking at a time to kill of 553 milliseconds when hitting all 6 shots. Therefore, although the AK-24 can't compete with SMGs at short ranges, overall this gun holds its own in the time to kill department. Next up we have Hipfire, and there's no surprises here. The AK-24 has pretty much the same hipfire as all the other assault rifles, so Hipfire is solid enough on this weapon. Moving on to idle sway, and we can see there is very little idle sway with this gun when aimed down sight. There is almost no sway when static, and there's a little more sway when moving, but it isn't a problem whatsoever. As for recoil, this is one of the major advantages of this weapon. Although the AK-24 used to have rather uncontrollable recoil, after the recent weapon spread update it now has the lowest recoil of all automatic weapons. Its vertical recoil pattern is straight up, whilst its horizontal recoil tends to the right during a spray. But the overall trend is still rather straight upwards, which means the AK-24's recoil is very easy to predict and control in its current state. As for weapon handling, the AK-24 has a base aim down sight time of approximately 250 milliseconds. In terms of sprint out time, there is the same 250 millisecond delay for normal sprint and a 250 millisecond delay for the traversal sprint. In other words, there is no aim down sight penalty for sprinting. These stats make the AK-24 very competitive as a sprint and fire assault rifle. Next up we have magazine capacity. The standard issue AK-24 mag is 30 rounds, which translates into approximately 2 to 3 kills per mag. This is a decent return for a base assault rifle loadout. We also get 124 rounds or 4 mags in reserve. There is a 40 round extended mag and a 50 round drum mag available for this weapon, but we'll cover those shortly in the loadout guide. Speaking of mags, let's have a look at reload times. Our standard AK-24 reload time is 1.8 seconds, which is average for an assault rifle. However, using the 40 or 50 round mags will increase your ammo capacity at the cost of reload time, with a 2-second reload time for the 40 round mag and a 2.6 second reload time for the 50 round mag. Now moving on to mobility, and we've got a standard movement speed for assault rifles, which is slightly slower than SMGs, but faster than LMGs and sniper rifles. And the same can be said for the aim down sight strafe speed, with a moderate strafe speed compared to other weapon categories. Now, one quick thing I'd like to mention is that the AK-24 used to be a vehicle killing machine. Basically, if you used the Masterkey underbarrel attachment with armor piercing rounds loaded, you could destroy any vehicle at close range very, very quickly, as you can see in the footage. It was very cheesy and fun, especially as this was prior to the vehicle nerfs. Unfortunately, this mechanic was patched in the most recent update, but it was enjoyable whilst it lasted. Having tier 1 the AK-24 and extensively tested the different ammo, underbarrel, optic and barrel attachment combinations, here is my favourite AK-24 loadout. For the optic, I like to use the Fusion Holo. It's my go-to sight for almost all automatic weapons in the game. It provides the best clarity with a single red dot, so it's very easy to keep on target and doesn't have any distracting visual elements. Furthermore, its 1.25 times magnification is perfect for close to medium range engagements. The K8 Holo is also a great alternative if you prefer a green reticle. As for ammo, I prefer to use the standard issue extended mags. The extended mags only have a 0.2 second slower reload time than the standard mag, with the added benefit of 10 additional bullets. As such, I feel that the extended mag provides the best balance of ammo capacity and reload time. However, I'd recommend equipping the 50 round drum mag and the 30 round standard mag in your second and third ammo slots, in case you run out of ammo for your 40 round extended mag. Next up, we have the underbarrel attachment. In my opinion, the Rattlesnake Light Grip is the best and most versatile option here. I understand that others may recommend the LWG grip as your first slot option, but I disagree. You will very rarely be standing completely still when using the AK-24. You're more likely to be AD strafing and corner peeking. As such, you'll benefit more from the accuracy while moving provided by the Rattlesnake grip. I still recommend selecting the LWG grip in your second slot for situations where you are standing still. Finally, the Masterkey is a great third slot option. It provides a guaranteed 1 or 2 shot kill at close ranges, which makes up for the AK-24's weaknesses against SMGs at this distance. Now moving on to the barrel, and the champion muzzle brake is your best friend here. Controlling vertical recoil is the key to mastering the AK-24, and this is made a lot easier with this attachment. I'd also recommend selecting the extended barrel in your second slot for long range engagements. Pairing the extended barrel with the LWG grip while standing still makes for an extremely accurate and deadly assault rifle at longer ranges. Finally, you can choose any suppressor in your third slot for those stealthy situations. That's all I have on the AK-24. Do you think it's the best assault rifle right now? Feel free to provide your suggestions in the comment section below. If you did enjoy the video, a like is always appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe to see more Gunsmith videos. I also stream on Twitch at TriggerBF most nights, and anyone is welcome to come join. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video where I'll be covering the M5A3 assault rifle. Feel free to stick around and check out some more AK-24 gameplay.
Target down! I'm reloading! EMG active! Tango down! I see you. Let's see what we find here. Enemy neutralized.